I want to talk about the recent United Nations Security Council resolution regarding the so-called Gaza peace plan, my disappointment with it, and actually my disappointment with how China voted on it. So just for some quick background, the United Nations Security Council, of course, has 5 permanent members: Russia, China, the United Kingdom, France, and the United States. All you need is one of these 5 members, permanent members, to veto the resolution for the resolution not to pass. In the recent days, the resolution that was being passed was the so-called Gaza peace plan. This is Donald Trump's plan, which includes, for instance, the use of an international stabilization force. This is an international force endorsed by the United States that would be deployed to Gaza. And rather than bring peace, what it would effectively be doing is it would be actually disarming the Palestinian resistance. You know, the only groups that have actually been fighting back against the Israeli genocide of Palestinians in Gaza. And I was actually very surprised on how this United Nations resolution went because, you know, 3 states, the United States, France, and Britain, they approved of the resolution, and China and Russia abstained. And now, an abstention is not the same thing as saying yes, but effectively it's saying yes, because if you abstain, that's not a veto, and you're letting the resolution go ahead and forward. And I really have no idea why these countries did this. We're supposedly in this multipolar system where the United States is no longer the single and only superpower. Countries like Russia and China, you know, whether you like them or not, you would expect them to maybe push back at least a little bit on resolutions that seem to only benefit the United States. Now, I've heard some justifications for why China did this. Some people were saying, for instance, oh, well, you know, the Palestinian Authority and Arab states supported this. Well, just a reminder, the Palestinian Authority, this is pretty much a puppet of Israel. It's not actually effectively represents the, you know, collective aims of Palestinian people. In the Arab states, you mean like what, like Gulf states, Saudi Arabia, etc. endorse this? Well, these are also countries that are allied with the United States. It doesn't really mean much. The other thing I've also heard is, well, why vote for this? Well, why veto this? You know, it's only going to make matters worse if you veto it. And yet, actually, the Palestinian resistance has actually released statements saying they do not support this resolution, that this is not something that they endorse. Now, if anyone thinks I'm also nitpicking on China, well, I mean, to be honest, I'm actually doing this because I expect better. The United States, Britain, and France, these are countries that I regularly criticize. I'm not surprised that they went ahead with this resolution. But, you know, China, I expect to at least push back a little bit. Maybe it's naive, but of course, I think that this would be something great for China to get on board with. It is a big disappointment. It's unexplainable in my opinion, and it's unconscionable. But let me know what you think. I'm very interested to hear from people what they think about this United Nations resolution, especially what they think about China's abstention from it. Thank you so much, and please like and share.